Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video, and in this video, I'll be doing an overview of Dark Flash. This is from the Flash movie wave. I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look in front of the box. This side, the back, which I really like the art. The other side, top, and of course bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, we do come with the card. This is the front of the card looks like. The back of the card. It comes with no accessories, but it does come with a black puck. Alright, now let's talk about the articulation. Head articulation, left, right, good. Up, down. It's okay, it's fine, but the left, right is good. Shoulder articulation on his right arm, there's more articulation on the shoulder, but on the left arm, very limited because of this piece, so keep that in mind. Bicep articulation, good. Elbows, good. And then wrist, there you go, good. Torso articulation, really good. really good articulation in the torso. So in terms of the upper body, articulation is good overall. But in terms of the left shoulder, it's very limited on the shoulder, so keep that in mind. And then of course, the torso swivel. There's that. Leg articulation, good. Knees, it's a little stiff right now, but good. And ankles, good. And of course, toes, good. So leg articulation with McFarlane, they're always good as always. So overall, the articulation on this figure, it's good except for the shoulder piece. It's a little bit limited because of the shoulder armor or whatever this is called. But apart from that, the shoulder articulation, I mean it's not shoulder, but the articulation overall and the figure, it's good. Now let's talk about this figure itself, because there's so much going on. Just one, look at that head sculpture. It is weird looking. Something that McFarlane would do, and McFarlane nailed it. The head sculpture is weird, but it looks really cool. Just look at all of that detail and the sculpture design. So much going on. Then you got that eye here. You can see a little bit of black on there. And then the other eye is pretty covered. It's all burnt up. And of course, the mouth. The mouth is really good too. It does have paint on there. The painted tongue. The teeth. A little bit on the lips. Right? But look at that. Just look at that. You can tell he's in agony. He's pain. He's pissed off. Then you got more paint on here too. I believe it's supposed to kind of look like reddish or amber look. Because on the card, it has that glowy look to it. You can see it, but here it just kind of looks like, well, I'll just call it for what it is. Looks like poop on there. Poop paint, you can see that. It's not bad. It's just kind of, yeah, it's not the greatest. But in terms of the sculpture design, though, on the head, it just looks really good. So much sculpture design, and it looks really, really good. I can see people painting this, customizing it, and kind of add a little bit of like dark gray on there as well too. Just make the colors pop on there. And of course the sculpture design. So overall, the head sculpture, it looks really good. Paint job is good on the face part. The rest of it, it's paint black, okay, faded black. And then of course they got the poop color in here. Sorry, it looks like poop to me. But in terms of the shoulder detail, just look at all of this, man. Just look at all of this articulation. There's so much going on this figure. Just look at that. So much going on. Look at the back as well too. Again, a lot of that, I don't know what you want to call it, like burnt look to it, I guess you can say, whatever it's called, but it's just so much going on this sculpture design, on this figure, on this reverse Flash. It looks really cool, but really weird at the same time. It's one of those figures where it's like, it looks ugly and I hate it, but I like it because it looks ugly. It makes any sense. It sounds weird, I know, but it looks really cool. Same thing that's present on here in the center part to it. Also present on the arms, where it's supposed to have this kind of look to it, right? But unfortunately, with this paint, it just kind of looks more poop color look. Sorry, I'm telling you like it is. It kind of looks like that. But just sculpture design on this figure is where people are going to talk about. Just look at all of that detail. And again, for the price you pay of $20, this is just looks really good. And again, so much sculpture going on. And unfortunately, the paint is very limited. Just plain black. It's like a faded black, which is fine. But I wish there was a bit more paint to it. But again, maybe this is more of like the more accurate to the film. but I'm sure people can customize it. Like I said, maybe add some like brush gray, like a dark gray, kind of make the figure pop even more though, because there's so much going on. So look at the gauntlets are in here too. I don't even know it's a gauntlet, but this portion right here, and the other hand doesn't have that, but it has this big old spike on here, more here. Again, just so much going on in this figure. Just look at all of that detail. So overall, the upper body looks fantastic in terms of sculpture design. The paint job is fine. It's just plain black with a little bit of poop color. And of course, the face paint on here looks really, really good. Take a look at that lower legs on here. Really, really good. On the lower leg, you can see more variant colors. So you got a little bit of white on there, but more of like blackish look to it, a faded black. But it looks good overall. But the sculpture design, it's present similar to the upper body. Just look at all that detail. Just look at this. Look at all of that. It just looks really, really good. And McFarlane really went all above and beyond with this figure. He does glutes. There you go. He does squats. So, in terms of sculpture, it looks really, really good. So much going on with it. So much going on with this figure. But like I said, similar to the upper body, the lower body paint job is just limited to the essentially like the faded black look, which is nothing wrong with it. It's fine. But I wish there was a bit more paint to it. That would look really, really good though. So overall, the figure, in my opinion, I think it's a good looking figure and I really like it. It's very limited on the paint, articulation, limited on the left shoulder, but apart from that, articulation is good and I really liked his figure. So of course, the main question is it worth it? For $20, I think $20 is a good price for it. Is it the best price for it? To be honest with you, no. I think it's a good price for it, for what it is. It's a good, clean-looking figure. Not clean-looking, but in terms of the paint, very limited. Sculpture design, so much going on. It's out of the world, per se. But it looks good, though, for what it is. And I think for $20, personally, for that price of $20, I think it's a good price. I wouldn't say fair. I feel like it gives you more detail in the sculpture design. So for $20, I think it's a good price for $20. Now, personally, I would say maybe wait for it to sell. I have a feeling this figure might go on sale because it's not that really popular. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong, but to me, for $20, I think it's a good price. If you can wait maybe for $15, I think that's probably a way better deal for $15. So that's that. But apart from the price, though, what do I think about the figure? Like I said, I like the sculpture design. So much going on in the sculpture. For those of you who like to customize, there you go. You have a good sculpture design figure. The paint job is a bit limited, but that's fine though. And for everything that's included with it, in terms of sculpture design, I would say I like the figure overall. And to me, the reverse flash, or dark flash, I should say, from the Flash movie wave, I give it a thumbs up for me. I like it. It's not really like a high thumbs up, like you have to go out and get it right away. It's more of like, this is a cool figure. And if you pay $20 for it, you're fine. And I like the figure. So there's that. Here we have a Dark Flash standing next to Godspeed. This is Godspeed from the, I believe it's a Rebirth era, if I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Just showing you how these two look side by side. Really good looking figure. The paint job, that bronze color, like gold color look, looks really, really, really good on this figure. And of course, just look at the sculpture design on the Dark Flash. So much going on. When you have it like a regular spandex character sitting next to the Dark Flash, you can really see so much texture. And this figure just pops in texture. But nonetheless, though, here we have Dark Flash and Godspeed. Here we have Reverse Flash from the Injustice 2 wave. And of course, Dark Flash. So much going on the paint job on this with like the red and the yellow just pop really, really, really well. But also a lot going on in that bright silver. But this one, limited in color, but the sculpture design is what grabs your attention. And so, in terms of sculpture design, which one do I prefer? I'm going to go for this one. But in terms of the paint job, I like this one more on the paint. They're both good looking figures, but to me, the paint job on this Injustice 2 Reverse Flash looks really, really good. But in terms of sculpture design, yeah, there's so much going on this Dark Flash figure. Here we have Captain Cold. This is from the Flash Page Bunches wave. This is the McFarlane Online Store exclusive figure. And of course, the Dark Flash. The paint job on this is just fantastic. And I believe this is on sale right now for like $15 right now via the McFarlane Online Store website. So if you are interested in getting this figure, definitely go to the website. And I believe it's $15. Last time I saw it, I got it for like $10 during the Christmas. So even for $15, I think it's a really good deal for the sculpture design and the paint job The paint job on this figure just looks fantastic. Just look at that blue and that silver. Just beautiful. And you have Dark Flash here, which is a plain looking figure. But again, so much sculpture design on this figure. Here we have Red Death. This is the Walmart exclusive figure. And of course, Dark Flash. Very underrated figure, overlooked figure, really good sculpture design, and the figure looks really good. The paint is good too. It's just a little too much of the golden, bright, like goldish. But nonetheless, a good looking figure. I like this one. And of course, Dark Flash. And just having them side by side, yeah, the paint job, it's not bad on this one. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's just, compared to this one, yeah, so, like, this one looks nice, shiny, and bright. This is just dull. But a lot of sculpture, though. So, if you like a sculptured figure with a lot of detail, definitely go for this one. If you don't like so much sculpture, but more on the paint, of course, you want to get this. If you can find this. I believe this has been hard to find now because this is a Walmart exclusive. And they've been out for quite a while now. So, if you are interested in getting this figure, definitely get them now before they get too much expensive. Here we have Supergirl from the Flash movie wave, and of course, Dark Flash from the Flash movie wave. The trailers look good. I am really looking forward to the movie. I'm hoping the movie is really good. The reviews have been saying it's really, really good, strong movie. So we'll see how that goes. And I keep reading that she is a badass in that film. So we'll see. But unfortunately, the head sculpture on this figure, it doesn't do the actress any favors, because the actress is very attractive for the actress. They're playing Supergirl, but the figure head sculpture, yeah, it's not that great. But nonetheless, so here we have Dark Flash and Supergirl from the Flash movie wave. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this figure? Do you plan to purchase this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to our support channel to keep up to date and watch videos like this. That includes an overview of Dark Flash from the Flash movie wave, and on to the next one.